Hello and welcome everybody to our 2023 product highlight series. Today we will talk about the second quarter. We've been quite busy and we still are quite busy. And how busy we are, I have invited Siamak, who will let you know all the details. Hi, Siamak.
Hi, Tobias. Nice to have me.
Thanks for being here. So, before we jump into the topics, just a small housekeeping one as usual. We do have release notes, we do have newsletters monthly. This is where we tell our customers what we're doing. These are the most important information sources. And now let's go to the first topic. We have a modern mobile UI, currently for partners only. Siamak.
Yeah, that's true. So we will extend that also to the admin UI, but we started with partners. Currently, every partner sees a button, try out new UI. They can opt in, see how it looks like, and also go back to the classic UI. There are two reasons for this, why we did this. First of all, technological wise, we want to renew our technology base, so have a fresh user interface. And secondly, we get the chance to be mobile friendly. So partners who use the Ingenious interface for specific tasks like copy a tracking link or looking at the commissions, downloading PDFs. This is now possible also with mobile phones or tablets. And this will be gradually rolled out. Currently, we are in the testing phase, getting feedback from our customers. And at some point, we will switch over the user interface completely. So everyone has the new interface and continue with the admin side. And at some point, hopefully in future, we have all UI elements changed to a modern look. Yeah.
I like that we made it accessible for partners at first because I think they are the ones that rely more on mobile technology or are more likely to work from a mobile, at least simple things like fetching a tracking link, etc.
Yeah, that's true.
So the next topic is we've done a lot in the backend, in the infrastructure. It's called traffic. And I had to do my own research to understand what it is. I'm not going to repeat it here because it's only the backend. And on top is something in the UI everybody can see and which is hopefully useful for everybody. It's our domain management. And as everybody knows, there's two types of domains. So we have the platform domain. So our UI is white label, it runs on our client domains. But there's even more important, the first party tracking domains. And especially if you are a network working with multiple customers or multiple advertisers, you are very likely to have many first party tracking domains. And let me put it like this: if you have more than three or five, you need some tool to monitor them. So this is what we have, right?
Yeah, that's true. So zooming out a little bit, everyone knows that first-party tracking improves tracking quality, and we have since several years, since a decade, we have also the possibility to do that. Okay, but what we wanted to do is to democratize first-party tracking so that now networks, advertisers can do that just by clicking in the user interface. So not having a manual process and not thinking about SSL certificates or anything like that, just to have click in the UI and getting a custom domain for their tracking, and then continuing having like percentage better tracking just by doing one thing. And the idea is here full automation, and also our certificates are monitored now, as you said. So we have a system which now identifies early tracking problems, and we are very proud of this component and this solution, because in the back end, as you said, there's a lot of effort needed. What we did before half manually or manually is now fully automated, and also we do that with our partner Let's Encrypt, which also means that the certificates are trusted as they are before. So yeah, we are very happy with this solution. And there is one list in the user interface which shows that there is a system behind, but there is more to this, as usual in software development.
if you ask me, I think the most important one is the DNS status, because every first party tracking domain needs a DNS setting, a CNAME entry usually. And this is something that's not in the hand or not under the control of the platform or network owner, but it's controlled by the domain owner. And if you're working with multiple domain owners, this is a point that may break without your knowledge. And I think this tool giving transparency about the DNS status is this. So if you ask me, I think that's the nicest thing. That's what I like the most about
Great. Yeah.
it.
Understandable. I mean, you search for root causes, and when you have tracking topics, you search, and at least some of the causes you might see with green and red dots, and it's nice to have them because then you can search for other sources. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So talking about first party tracking, it means talking about accurate data. There's another strategy we are currently doing a lot to have the most accurate data possible and to have, at least from our client side, the easiest setup possible. And it's an importer. We have a new importer.
Yeah, that's true. So reminding everyone what importers are. So in the tracking or affiliate and partner marketing landscape, we have typically setups where you are in the Google Tag Manager, and then you push events to your tracking system, Ingenious or something else. And but there is also a way to integrate systems together via pull. So when our system loads information, pull and push are technical terms, but the important part is that Ingenious is able to use APIs from our customers. Mainly, currently, the iGaming customer landscape we have uses this because they have lifetime commissions, or they have like backend processes where a lot of events are not happening in the browser context. And instead of those systems learning the Ingenious terminology and the Ingenious APIs and Ingenious tracking semantics, we flip it around. We ask for APIs and pull data into our system and create conversions and enrich the data as much as we can. So this seems to be very helpful also in the knowledge transfer, because and we understand the APIs of our customers, and they don't have to understand our API in that sense. And tracking integration is more in depth because it's server side, and it's more reliable because our team is responsible for maintenance and monitoring. And at the end, we have happy customers, and our conversion importers are reusable across several customers. It's not per customer. And here we have one new one with a gaming provider called Houston Gaming. We have one shared customer, and we will have more in future. And yeah, I'm happy that this strategy works out, and we have more and more importers, several per month, I would say.
Hmm. The thing that I I like to note about this is, if you have a regular conversion tracking, like a conversion tracking tag, it's executed. And the second it's executed, information is transmitted and then it's gone. Like it's one event that happens, at, in worst case, in a browser environment, and then it's gone. Whereas if you work with APIs, you know, if something fails, like, which can always happen, you can always go back and go like, oh, let's fetch yesterday's data and see if it was complete or if we need to fill a gap or anything. It's not that the event is gone. You can repeat it as often as you wish,
Yeah, that's
which
true.
usually
That's
doesn't happen, but just in case you can.
things break. APIs also break, and network is down. So there is no perfect world. And if systems are stabilize themselves or are able to catch up previous data, it is easier in operations and day to day to just to say, hey, there was a problem with the system. Just go back several hours or several days and catch up the data. Also, historic data. We have a lot of customers who rely on existing customer base, existing partners base. They have historic data, and if they have an API with historic events, we can also catch up those. So we have a very fresh system when they start and not empty data. So there are a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong, there is always place for push and pull. It's easier to integrate stuff in GTM, but I think my prediction is that the more we go into this browser regulation and ad blocking and other stuff, the more the affiliate and partner landscape will recognize that the affiliate and partner system is like any other system which needs to be integrated on in the back end in depth, like the CRM and other systems. So it is not just a marketing tool in the browser and the pixel, but it is like a full blown integration needed, and then it is reliable. But then it is always an investment of time and resources in the beginning. But as we see it now, we have very reliable installations with our customers.
So talking about again about accuracy of data. So formerly tracking was third-party cookie, and now there's one. Well, it's a concept that everybody knows already. It's the click ID concept, and Ingenious has the ICL ID, which is our unified click ID among all across all our customers, which is one thing. So it's unified. So and the second one, does not have a format that looks like a long number, so it will not be broken by Excel. And yeah, everybody who knows me already probably knows about the ICL ID because I told everybody about it. Um, the thing that's new is that now it's available for everybody. So there used to be some older platforms that were not yet upgraded automatically. So everybody who wanted it could have it, but now it's available for everybody. And yeah, we hope that everybody will see the advantages of the automatically added
Yeah.
click ID.
Yeah, yeah. I also think third-party software like GTM templates or plugins for shops, WooCommerce, and other plugins can now start relying on the ICL ID, tracking switches, and making decisions based on this. So the ICL ID is now universal, and it's always sent, and that's a great thing. It was a little bit time needed to introduce this, but it has the same semantics as you want, like the GCL ID and Facebook Click ID. We all know that this leads to more cookieless tracking, but we also know that browsers start to working also against click IDs. But this is just an information for everyone that the Ingenious Click ID is now officially unified and reliable, and everyone can rely with their software on this.
Good. So there's some things that we're currently working on because we just talked about the things we have published. Um, so what are we currently working on, Siamak? What is taking your and the team's energy?
Yeah, so like to refer back to the quarter 1, looking forward, and the quarter 1 looking forward said we are working with our main focus on a new data platform for reporting. So Ingenious already has reporting and already has data exports and everything like that. Everything works, but we want to build the next step. We want to be more flexible. We want to support more business types, as you see, iGaming, e-commerce. So we have customers who have very different reporting needs. It's not just, hey, give me some views and clicks and conversions, but here we are talking about what are my players doing, how many bets, how many wins, what is the lifetime value of my customer. And these are so different reports that we just couldn't continue the old way, and just adding more reports. We have a lot of progress. We are currently in our early access phase. So early access with Ingenious means that we select some customers where we work with them on their use case with our new reporting. But things might break, things might be not available. There is no SLA, but we slowly progress from early access to alpha, beta, general available, and at some point, all of the reporting in the platform will be replaced by a new system, which is more flexible. The system will allow everyone to build their own reports, save them, and load them also via API. It will also contain a dashboarding system, so complete new dashboard system. So everyone has their own dashboard elements, new charting types. It will come out, but our main focus currently is again partner side, getting data into the hands of partners, and also with focusing on iGaming, which is very different to e-commerce. So that will happen throughout the year. We can't stop this. It's not an initiative for 1 month. It's an initiative for years, but we will have some progress also in the newsletter in our data platform. And I'm very excited to show and demo maybe next time what we have. Yeah.
Brilliant. And I think this is about it, what we're working on, because this is a big one, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's enough.
So, thank you, Siamak. And thanks everybody for listening, paying attention. And well, really, if you liked it, we're happy about recommendations, about likes and shares in social media, and about personal feedback. So you know us, just contact us. And I'm hoping
Yeah,
to hear from all of our clients soon.
yeah, same here. Try out the features we showed you. Try out the domain list. Go and try out the new UI, and just give us your honest feedback. We just rely on this feedback. You are using our user interfaces, APIs, and tracking more than we do daily. So we are loving to have feedback from you. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.